Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mariola. I'm super excited to take you guys along with me today because we are flying from LAX to Japan in Anna's business class. It's our first time flying with them. We're currently at the lounge, so I'm gonna take you guys through the lounge a little bit and then join me on our flight there. So let's get into it. The lounge was so nice and relaxing amidst the chaos of LAX. So we decided to stay kind of close to the bar and we're the food area. Look at how excited we were. Get a girl, get a girl, get a girl, get a girl. So yeah, even though we had a 9-hour flight filled with lots of food that we could have, we were super pumped to be in this lounge, and we had so many food and drink options such as salads, sandwiches. They also had like a ramen section. I'll show you around. This lounge was honestly very big. It had this media room, but there were people hanging out inside, which I guess you could just watch TV and connect what you wanted. They also had this cool little rooftop area that I guess was closed for refurbishment, but it still had a nice view to look out at. And while I didn't make the most of it, they also have shower rooms, which were amazing, and I can attest to it because on our flight back, I used it twice on 2 different flights, and I loved it. So this is the view from up top where you can see the rest of the LAX airport, and by this time I was honestly getting those pre-flight jitters, so I went and prepared myself this chamomile tea to kind of relax. This is the tea section, had juices and a full bar, and then it was time to board our plane. So like I said, this is Anna's business class. We're flying from LAX to Tokyo Haneda Airport, and this is our seat. It came with so many things, so of course you can recline your chair to make it a bed. You also got the menu and a couple of things here with tons of outlets and your TV remote, a super comfy pillow, the blanket, which was amazing, and they also gave you this mat that was super thick and comfy that goes underneath you on top of your seat when you want to sleep. You get some slippers so you can feel fancy, you get some headphones so you can connect while you're watching your movies on the TV, and this cute little toiletry bag that came with a couple of items so you can refresh, which is what I did before we landed, and of course I used my eye mask to be able to get a good night's sleep. So we were actually in the 4th row, so as you can see, we're very close to the front of the plane. We had so much space. My husband was living it up on with his fancy self over here, drinking his welcome drink. And I just explored a little bit about the movies. I had a couple of good movies that were just recently out, so I watched movies for a solid 4 hours during our flight, and then I also took a nap. And it was actually time to leave, and about 30 minutes after you're in the air, you start getting so much food coming your way. So this is the menu. Pause to read whatever you want because they have so many drink options and so many food options. You can choose between the international menu or the Japanese menu, and come on, I chose the Japanese menu, which is why I'm doing this little mukbang experience. So we started off strong with some water, mixed nuts, beef bresaola, and some Anna's specialty drink, which was amazing. They call it the aromatic kabosu citrus, which is so hydrating and it's so refreshing. It has a little bit of honey and citrus. It was so good. I really wanted to take it home with me, which you can buy at their store. The beginning was pretty safe and it was super yummy, so I cannot complain, but then we start getting into our big meal. So this one was a selection of morsels. It was crab meat and marinated spinach in soy-based sauce, smoked salmon and broccolini roll, pork and asparagus roll, some simmered apricot and syrup, and marinated eggplant with sesame cream. There were so many things I'd never tasted before in my life, which is why I tried just sniffing it out and then tasting it because I just didn't know what they were and I forgot to look at the menu as I ate them. That was definitely a miss for me, as you can see by my face, but this was egg and I was so excited. I thought it was going to be tofu, but then I was so excited that it was actually a piece of egg, and when you see me happy dancing, you know the thing is good. This course was honestly an experience for me because it had so many things I had never tasted before in my life, so I enjoyed that aspect. It wasn't my actual favorite one because my favorite one is coming up soon, but it was very enjoyable and I liked how all the flavors went together. Also got some freebies from my husband because he ordered off the international menu since most of the things in the Japanese menu had fish and he's allergic. So it was nice also doing some mix and match, and the bread was good. Watching this back, I have no idea why this was dripping in water so much, but I remember being like confused with the taste, as you can see with my face, but it was decent. This was honestly really good. Yeah, approval. I'm gonna make an educated guess and assume that this is the simmered apricot and syrup. Like I said, at the moment, I didn't look at the menu, so I had no idea what I was eating, and I tried to guess it, but I'd never had apricot before in my life, so it was an experience, but I gotta say, I enjoyed it. Okay, so this is what sealed the deal for me. This was so good. This was the main course. You had the simmered mackerel and ginger sauce. You had the steamed rice, some miso soup, and Japanese pickles. Oh my gosh, it was so good. And I feel like this is what just made it hit home for me. The fact that we were literally on our way to Japan. And look at all the happy dances I did. Like, this was definitely my favorite part of the experience and the meal. Not a big fish person, and since we got a lot of fish here, I was just like making that face, but it was honestly really good. The miso soup was amazing, and that's what I did. I just kept eating for the next like 30 minutes, watching the whale. My husband was having so much fun. He also got the vegan ramen that said was amazing. He also got some Japanese beer, and you know he's getting into business when he puts the hat backwards like Ash Ketchum. And yeah, we had about 8 hours left, still so much to go, but everybody started to wind down and get their beds ready. Oh my god. Okay, the flight attendants here were so sweet. They were so attentive the whole time. They actually helped me make my bed because I'd never done it with the mat before, and I passed out for a solid 4 hours and woke up, and it was time for our breakfast. Well, I call it breakfast because I just woken up, but it was honestly like 8 p.m. so this was dinner. It was simmered hijiki seaweed in soy-based sauce, grilled gold stripe amberjack with soy-based sauce, steamed rice, miso soup, Japanese pickles, and I also got myself a green tea so I could kind of wake up because I was honestly still half asleep trying to finish the whale. It was so good, but I was so tired. It was amazing. Honestly, I have to say this has been the best flight experience I've ever had, and as flight attendants were amazing. As I said, they were so sweet. The food was amazing, and on our way back we took the exact same flight but just from the Narita airport, and we flew back into LAX airport. This time around I didn't record on my GoPro. I just recorded a couple clips on my phone. This is the bathroom in the lounge, which was amazing, and this is the menu pause to read on our flight back. It was a little bit different. It was really good. As you can see, I got the Anna signature drink again because I loved it so much. The food, like I said, was different, was amazing. Didn't get any clips of me trying them out, but I can tell you I enjoyed everything. I also got this plum wine, which was so good, and this meal, I think the main course was amazing. It was definitely my preferred one, and I also got some dessert this time around. Last time I was stuffed, but I got some fruits, some Earl Grey tea. I also got this chocolate, which was amazing. I also took another 5-hour nap on our way back. I slept like a log, and by the time I woke up I only had 30 minutes, so I went to the bathroom to kind of freshen up with the toiletries that we got. Look at how spacious this bathroom is, and we were also nearing California, so this was the view. It was really cool to just get ready in here, and one of the things that I'll miss the most is the fact that they always have the bidet installed in their toilets, so I missed using that this last time. But we were nearing California, so I had to go back to my seat. I had this little biscuit waiting for me, and we were about to land. And thank you so much for joining me in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed our flight experience because I definitely did. Thank you so much, Anna, for being so amazing and taking us to Japan and back. So many videos from our trip, so if you want to stick around, I'm going to be posting a new video every week. We have adventures from Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, as well as when we went to the theme parks like Universal and Disney. Next week, I'll be posting our amazing room tour at the hotel we stayed in Tokyo, and then the following week will be the Tokyo experiences that we had. So definitely stick around, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!